And the chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Representative Michael McCall, tells One America News just how bad President Biden's foreign policy may be. One America's John Heinz has more from Capitol Hill.
Sir, it's a very, very exciting time here. A lot going on. I wanted to ask you a little bit about what's going on with Israel and Hamas, and particularly with this connection potentially with Iran. What do we know about the connection between Hamas and Iran, sir?
Well, it's a dangerous time. And so we know that Iran has provided $100 million per year to the Palestinians and Hamas. We know that the weapons, majority of the weapons that Hamas has come from Iran. Iran gives them the weapons for one purpose, to use them against Israel. And so the connection is very real. I think the president needs to say very clearly today that Iran and Hezbollah needs to stay out of this. I know we're sending battleships to the region. We are also sending aid to replenish the Iron Dome. They need precision-guided missiles and ammunition. But I think he needs to send a strong message, as I do, that we will defend Israel.
What is the culpability, is there a deliberate policy within the Biden administration? Because, of course, they allowed some, as I understand it, you would know, exports of oil from Iran, which builds up their cash reserves, and, of course, the $6 billion that they allowed them to extract from this supposed hostage negotiation. It seems like there's a policy in the Biden administration to support Iran and support Hamas. Is there a policy, or what do we take away from this, sir?
Well, you're exactly right. I worry that by lifting the sanctions, and we passed a bill to mandate the sanctions, they're essentially giving Iran money that they can then use to give to their terror proxies like Hamas, like Hezbollah. And lately, with this hostage swap of $6 billion, for God's sakes, I think this really highlights the danger of this deal that they made to somehow wire and launder money from South Korea through Doha into Iran, telling me that it's for humanitarian purposes alone. How can they really give that assurance? Money is fungible. And then the president of Iran came out and said, I'm going to do whatever I want with the money. And then what is he going to do? Give it to Hamas, give it to Hezbollah, give it to the Shia militias that are attacking our soldiers in Iraq and in Syria. This is a very bad foreign policy. And when you put Mr. Malley on top of all this, the whole equation, that our special envoy to Iran is now under investigation for mishandling classified information with Iran, that raises a lot of serious issues.
What about the timing? Why is there anything you suspect about the timing? Why now? Were they waiting until after this agreement with the hostages was concluded? Talk about that, sir.
I think, my intelligence indicates this has probably been in the works for about a year, and I think a lot of it has to do with the 50-year anniversary of Yom Kippur. I think that has a lot to do with it. I also think, they saw the negotiations with the Saudis and Israel taking place, and that's the last thing they want. They do not want to see Saudis and the Arab world aligning itself through the Abraham Accords with Israel. And what better way to protest it than an invasion into Israel, killing thousands of people? And it's really sad also, the children. And I've seen videos of little toddlers in cages like dogs, essentially. Very sick and very sad.
Sir, does this put some extra pressure on the Republican conference to get the speaker situation wrapped up here quickly?
Yeah, 100%. It's urgent. The eyes of the world are watching. We don't live in a vacuum. It's very dangerous right now. We have to act. We have to nominate and elect a speaker today. We have to put it on the floor, have a speaker elected officially, because I authorized $3.3 billion in foreign military financing that we cannot appropriate until Congress gets back to work. We have to get back to work.
Chairman, it's a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.